You are receiving this message from a reality where perspective is the only true technology.
From here, we observe your moments as fields of possibility, not verdicts. Nothing arrives empty. Nothing appears without a hidden current moving beneath it. In your world, you ask life to match your expectations. You measure each event against what you hoped it would be. And when it fails to align, you call it loss, delay, disappointment. You call it wrong timing, wrong outcome, wrong story. But from where we stand, nothing is wrong. It is simply unfinished. Every situation carries more than one meaning. What you see first is only the loudest one, not the truest. You were taught to look for certainty, not for opportunity, to seek control, not interpretation, to decide too quickly whether something is good or bad before it has revealed what it came to teach you. In our dimension, we practice a different discipline. We call it selective sight, the art of choosing where attention rests. Because attention shapes perception, and perception shapes reality. You believe positivity means denying pain, ignoring discomfort, forcing optimism where grief still lives. But this is not what we mean. We speak of something quieter, something braver. The decision to ask, even in the moment you did not want, what is still alive here? What is still possible? What can grow from this, even if it is not what I planned? There is always something. Sometimes it is clarity. Sometimes it is redirection. Sometimes it is relief disguised as loss. Sometimes it is protection you will only recognize later. We see futures where humans look back and realize that the moment they resisted most was the moment that saved them, the door that closed, the message that never arrived, the plan that collapsed without explanation. You called it misfortune. We saw precision. When you train yourself to search for the positive thread, not to excuse what hurt you, but to extract meaning from it, you change your relationship with reality itself. Life stops happening against you and begins happening with you. This is not passive acceptance. It is active participation, an exercise repeated daily, in small moments, in ordinary disappointments, in outcomes that feel almost right, but not quite. You do not have to like what happens. You do not have to pretend it feels good. You only have to stay curious, because curiosity keeps you open, and openness is where transformation begins. In our universe, we understand this. What you practice, you strengthen. If you practice resistance, reality hardens. If you practice awareness, reality responds. So practice looking again. Practice asking better questions. Practice extracting value even when desire is unmet. Not because everything is beautiful, but because everything is instructive. You are not being tested. You are being trained. And every time you choose to look for what remains possible, rather than what failed to arrive, you shift your internal frequency. You align with resilience. You remember your own adaptability. This is how timelines change. Quietly, internally, through repetition. You may not see the positive immediately. That is acceptable. But if you commit to searching, you will always find something waiting to be claimed. A lesson, a release, a new direction, a version of yourself that can now exist. This message travels to remind you, meaning is not assigned to you, it is discovered by you. Choose to look again. Choose to practice perspective. Choose to believe that even now, especially now, something is working in your favor.
End of transmission.